Before I start this video, I'd just like to say thank you so much for 300 subscribers. The support recently has meant a lot to me. Now let's start the video. PSAs are public service announcements. PSAs are used to spread awareness about a given subject. Some of you may have had past experiences with PSAs while watching TV, for an example. They are mostly known for the shock factor that it brings. In today's video, we'll be diving into the disturbing PSA iceberg. I want to give thanks to Blobby for giving me inspiration for this video. His channel will be linked in the description down below. The first PSA I'll be covering is one that you guys have probably all seen, unless you're 5. This PSA talks about possible ways you could die in stupid ways, and one that is very influential for the younger side.
Set fire to your hair, poke a stick at a grizzly bear, eat medicine that's out of date, use your private parts as piranha bait. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die.
This PSA shows the importance of wearing a seatbelt for children, something that isn't talked about enough.
If you don't use his car seat, your child won't be disappointed.
He'll be crushed.
Sorry, Chip.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Use child safety seats.
This PSA shows how sending one picture to someone can ruin your life in a heartbeat. Remember to be careful with the things you share to your friends.
One day, Alex and Sam were mucking around on their phones.
Why don't we take a selfie? Yeah.
Then Sam had an idea.
I'll take a picture.
What if they sent a picture of Alex's willy to their friend Katie? You know, the kind that disappears in a few seconds.
Send.
When Katie saw it, she thought it was very funny. So she screen grabbed the picture and sent it to her friends. And they sent it to theirs. And the next day at school,
Newsflash! The world sees Alex's willy.
Alex even got a message from a bully. He then got one from a man he didn't know. Sometimes children share things they shouldn't online, and the effects can be devastating. Help keep your child safe. Search Share Aware.
Don't Bring Me Back originated in the UK and was used to prevent people from bringing foods from foreign countries into the UK.
Don't bring me back. Don't bring me back. Don't bring me,
Please don't bring me back this cheese.
fish or caviar. Please, all your products may be seized. It is illegal to bring certain foods from outside the European Union when you've been away.
This is to reduce the risk of exotic diseases and pests entering the UK.
Don't bring me back.
Don't bring me back.
Don't bring me cheese or risk of exotic disease.
Fish or caviar. Mangoes.
So please don't bring any on me.
Now don't bring any naughty stuff back into the country. Otherwise, I'll smack your bottom.
Everything Is Not Awesome shows the damages that Shell has inflicted by oil drilling, causing LEGO to stop being partners with Shell.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. the same. I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living on a dream. Everything is awesome when you're living on a dream.
An Australian PSA about animals that suffer in shelters out in the streets. Pip is the dog featured in the video doing different acts to try to get noticed by the public.
PSA for all creatures great and small.
This PSA shows to not always believe what is shown on TV.
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
This is another famous PSA that created a widely used meme that we all know. However, Michael Jordan still does a good job convincing underage drug users to notice that there is more to life.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about: kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort. Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I.
Astar is a robot trying to tell you to play safe and be careful or else you'll hurt yourself.
I am Astar, a robot. I can put my arm back on. You can't. So play safe.
In this PSA, Smokey the Bear is trying to say only you can prevent forest fires. A very sad PSA.
The next time you come to the forest, do me a favor.
An anti-drug PSA about a drug dealer trying to convince you to buy drugs.
Hey, little dude, send your mama and daddy out of the room. I gotta get you up on this. You know who I am. Snake, dealing in weed, coke, crack, your choice. Take one hit and you'll do anything to cop more. Steal from your mama, lie, cheat on your homeboys. But hey, that's the price you pay when you deal with dudes like me. Now, some folks will tell you that I'm dealing in poison. But hey, do I look like the kind of guy that would do that to a kid like you? Yes!
Lessons from My Neighborhood are a series of PSAs that talk about poverty and other issues.
Oh, hi there. If you're hungry like me, when there's no food in the house, 'cause your mom's 3 jobs don't pay enough. She spent all the grocery money on overdue rent.
3 weeks late?
Come on, don't be blue. Here's what you can do. First you grab a big glass of water, then you drink it really fast, and the hungry feelings will go away, and you'll feel better fast. Come on, it's delicious. You're feeling so weak, there's nothing to eat, and you wonder if you can make it. When your tummy growls, don't go on the prowl and steal a snack or treat, unless you want trouble with Officer Pete. But if you find that you're hungry, it's bound to happen, I bet. Try swallowing air like this, then go to sleep and try to forget.
A PSA is showing a woman screaming, but each scream comes out as a loud noise and progressively gets more whirring. A PSA that aired in 2010 in the United States trying to get people to realize climate change, even if it doesn't affect you, it could still affect your future generations.
Global warming. Some say irreversible consequences are 30 years away. 30 years? That won't affect me.
An anti-smoking PSA that at first seems like a normal public singing event, instead showing what long-term smoking can do to you.
Sometimes you just lose alone. Oh, you don't always die from tobacco. Sometimes they just snip out your tongue, and you won't sing worth a heck with a big hole in your neck.
'Cause you don't always die from tobacco. 'Cause you don't always die from tobacco.
Yippee-ki-yo.
An anti-smoking PSA that aired in 2006, showcasing how tobacco companies make smoking look cool, however show the lifetime effects aren't good. A personal PSA I grew up with that scared me as a kid.
Tobacco companies show you images of what life would be like if you smoke.
They tell you tough, hard-working people smoke their cigarettes.
That you look cool, hip, rebellious.
That smoking makes you independent, beautiful, and mysterious.
But the reality is that you can end up looking like this.
A PSA that shows a float that at first seems normal until the people on the float sing about the flavors that are in vapes.
Chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon, apple, honey, and berry blend, strawberry, wildberry, tangerine, mango, raspberry, wintergreen. That's how you make cancer sweet. Why do they make tobacco taste sweet? Oh, why do they make tobacco taste sweet?
A 2021 PSA that fights against the testing of cosmetic products on animals. A very heartbreaking PSA.
We rolling? Okay, Ralph, can you mark it, please?
Do you want me to click it now?
Yep, go for it. Go on.
Like that?
Brilliant.
Oh, it's like in the movies. Alrighty, so, my name's Ralph. I'm a rabbit, as you can see. I'm blind in my right eye, and this ear. Can't hear nothing but ringing now. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? Yeah. So I had my fur shaved and got chemical burns up and down my back. Kind of stings, eh? But it's not a big deal. It only really hurts when I, like, breathe or move around or whatever. Ah, yeah. Ow. Yeah, that hurts. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's okay. We do it for the humans, right? They're far superior to us animals. They've even been to space. Have you ever seen a rabbit in a rocket ship? Oh, I don't think so. Point is, I'm not a space bunny. I'm a tester. My daddy was a tester, my mum, my brothers, my sisters, my kids, all testers. And they all died doing their job. Like I will. But it's okay. Testing is what we were born to do. It makes us rabbits happy. Yeah. Oh, gotta get to work. Now I know it looks bad, but the way I see it, I'm doing my job. If just one human can have the illusion of a safer lipstick or deodorant or...
Hey, Ralphie! Psst. Ralphie! What's with the camera crew, bro?
They're just following me around, making a documentary or something.
Can you ask them to get us out of here?
Yeah, what will we see?
Come on, Ralphie, just ask them to get us out of here.
My mom
I don't want to die, man.
Okay,
Ralphie!
guys. Okay, I hear you. You can edit that out, right? Oh, here we go.
Hey, don't touch Ralphie!
Oh, shit! So in closing, I'd just like to say that.
Sorry, Ralph. We're over here. Can you turn around?
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Is this better?
Yeah. Carry on, mate.
Okay, so yeah, I'd just like to say to everyone out there still buying animal-tested cosmetics like eyeliner, shampoo, sunscreen, pretty much everything in your bathroom. Well, without you and countries that allow animal testing, I'd be out of a job. I'd be on the streets. Well, not the streets, more like a field, I guess. You know, like a normal rabbit. But hey. It's all good.
A PSA that gets individuals to show how many people die per day from tobacco. Very impactful when you see it visually.
You know what? We're going to leave this here for you so you can see what 1,200 people actually look like.
A PSA that shows the perspective of a dog going on a trip with his brother and his owner, but goes into a dark turn.
Come on.
We're going swimming, my brother and I. We're going swimming with our best friend. We're going to swim in the canal, even though it's very cold and dirty. My brother and I run down the towpath. We're happy to be running because we don't get taken out as often as we used to.
Come on.
Best friend seems to have less time these days.
Come here.
Never been down this way before.
Come here.
Usually we go where there's more people.
Good one.
Now we're stopping. Suddenly my brother and I don't feel like swimming anymore. It's very cold. Very cold. So cold, our best friend puts us in a sack to keep us warm. I hope he doesn't slip, because it'd be very difficult to swim in this small sack.
A 1996 PSA that shows a graphic magic trick done on a tiger showing how cruel people can be to animals.
In 1972, the Indian government established reserves to protect the remaining 2,000 tigers, their national symbol. However, these reserves are now under pressure from the timber mafia and industrialization. On average, one tiger is killed every day. If this continues, within a decade, there will be no tigers left. So tell the Indian government today, you don't want the tiger to disappear tomorrow.
This PSA shows a horrific life cycle that a meth addict could suffer through, including the effects it has on their loved ones.
This is where he went into convulsions. This is the emergency room where he nearly died. This is where he smoked it again, right after he got out. This is where he hung himself, because he said he couldn't quit. And this is what I said when he told me he was gonna try meth.
This PSA is about a man stuck behind the wall trying to get out. Very sad that nothing ever worked for him.
Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
A 1988 PSA that has a man talking about the horrific torture that chickens endure.
Will everyone please take their seats? Very shortly, your row will be divided into units of 3. Do not obstruct the gangways whilst the cages are installed. There is no cause for alarm. These cages are for your protection. Please cooperate with the surgeons. They will remove your teeth and nails. This greatly reduces the incidence of cannibalism. It is in your interest to comply. Eating, sleeping, and defecating may cause some discomfort, but your space allowance complies exactly with government regulations, and you have the satisfaction of knowing that you are part of one of the world's most cost-effective production systems. You have nothing to worry about. This system has been tested on 45 million specimens, with, I might add, your approval. Welcome to the battery.
A PSA that shows children creating an image of their parents as monsters from their habits. A sad but true reality. An anti-fireworks PSA is showing people doing a countdown to 10, but each person has less fingers. I found this PSA really disturbing.
10 seconds! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A 2004 PSA about child abuse. This is when the video gets more darker. This PSA gave me a weird feeling just watching it.
Who can tell me? Hands up. 9 times 8. Sally, do you know the answer? Shush.
Do you want to come by my house after school?
Nah.
Sally, you're not eating again. What's wrong?
I'm fine. Can I go now?
Thousands of children desperately need someone to turn to. Call now and help us be there for them.
Another PSA about child abuse. This video gives more shock factor than the previous video without a doubt. A PSA that was played at the 49th Super Bowl about a woman calling 911 secretly for help.
Operator 901, where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency line.
Do you know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
and you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Another PSA showing what can happen to you if you get addicted to meth. One of the more scarier PSAs in my opinion.
If I had asked, what does meth do to your brain? Does meth make you hear voices? Or if I asked, can't you just stop doing meth? My mom wouldn't be asking.
Oh, what did you do? Oh, baby, hold on, please. Honey! Hold still, please. No.
A 1996 PSA about a man dreaming about the effects of not knowing what to do during a fire. I find it very disturbing.
When your smoke alarm goes off, make sure you know what to do. Plan your escape now, or you might live to regret it.
A PSA of a woman holding a picture of her younger self talking about how she got hit by a drunk driver and how it changed her life and losing 2 friends in the process. Jacqueline herself sadly died in 2019. May they all rest in peace.
My name is Jacqueline Saborido. This is a picture of me before I was hit by a drunk driver. Before the car caught fire. Before 2 of my friends died. Before I needed more than 40 operations. This is me when my life was just like anyone else in college. This is me after being hit by a drunk driver.
Don't drink and drive. Ever.
A PSA that shows a woman trapped in a box screaming and banging trying to get out, but she is unable to escape, but then is shown that she isn't trapped in a box, but instead she is trapped in her body, not being able to do anything. It's very sad that people with certain diseases have to suffer without talking to others or telling people how they feel.
Sarah? Is everything all right?
For the final PSA, it shows a man continuing to see a child follow him wherever he goes for a long duration of his life till he is old, but then later realizes that when he was younger driving under the influence, he hit and killed the child. A sad PSA that keeps the message to not drink and drive.
I got it!
Making your breakfast.
Alright, I'm going to make my lunch and I'll make your lunch too.
Do you never do better things?
Delicious.
they two, like 2 every meter, is my understanding.
Chris? Chris? Yes.
Don't forget your sleep.
Come on, Dad.
Be there in a minute.
Chris, have you had any alcohol drink today?
I don't have a pulse.
Just had a couple of beers. The preliminary breast test indicates that your breast contains alcohol. There's one other thing, I'm not sure whether you're aware. Are you aware that the young fella has in fact died? Are you aware of that, were you, Chris?
That is it for the disturbing PSA Iceberg. In addition, I have also included an extra set of videos I found that could fit the video.
Hey, what are we doing out of the bottle? This is dangerous. A little kid might come along and think we were candy. That would be awful because we're medicine. He might even eat us. No, 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 no. This is serious. Serious. We could make you delirious. Delirious. Use it on the healthy fear of us. Fear of us. Too much of us is dangerous. No, no, no. Doctors tell the pharmacy. Pharmacy. Type the pills that you will need. You will need. And he knows the harm that we can be. We can be. If we're not taken carefully. Oh, we're not candy, believe us. Even though we look so fine and dandy. When you're sick, we come in handy. But we're not candy. No, no.
In the Middle Ages, death by torture was an art form. One method involved placing a cage over you. Inside there'd be some rats. Soon, the rats would get hungry, so they'd dine on you. Whatever was left of you would then start to rot. Then, as you're slowly eaten alive, eventually you die. Today, people just take heroin.
Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It really would help out the channel. If you have any suggestions for any future videos, please drop them down in the comments. I'll be checking out every single suggestion you guys comment down. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.